This man flipped his bicycle's handlebars upward, then he hunkered down and lay flat on the bike. This adjustment let him speed up quickly. Soon he overtook his friend who was riding beside him. His friend was shocked by his performance, but the man sank into deep thought. When he got home, he took out the materials he had collected and built a bicycle with upward-facing handlebars by himself. He confidently showed his new bike to his friends, but none of them approved of this weird design because professional athletes always use downward curving handlebars to prove himself. The man went to a professional track to test his bike speed, but just as he was about to put it together, his friend stopped him. It turned out the sponsor had already prepared a bike for him. Even though this bike also had upward handlebars, the man tapped the frame and realized it was much heavier than his own. He was about to refuse, but his friend explained that if he broke the world record with this bike, the sponsor would cover all his expenses for the next year. After thinking for a long time, the man decided to use the sponsor's bike for the test. At the referee's command, he officially started his world record challenge. He pushed hard to accelerate right from the beginning because he had to finish 205 laps in 1 hour. As the race went on, the heavy frame drained his energy quickly, and the repetitive indoor track made him feel uncomfortable since he was used to riding outdoors. With only 40 seconds left, he still had 5 laps to complete. Everyone knew he had already failed when the bell rang. He still had 2 laps unfinished. His friend apologized to him, saying he shouldn't have suggested switching bikes, but the man didn't blame him because he knew even without switching bikes he couldn't have finished the last 2 laps on time. This gap didn't make him give up. He immediately applied for another test. Back at home, he thought hard about the reason for his failure. Finally, he realized it was because the bike's bearings couldn't spin fast enough, but he had no good solution. One day he heard the washing machine running. An idea popped up in his mind like a light bulb turning on. He took the washing machine apart. His wife had no idea what he was doing. The man planned to replace his bicycle's original bearings with the washing machine's bearings. Finally, he brought the modified bike to the track again. This time he learned from his previous mistake and started very slowly. His wife grew anxious and his friend cheered him on, but now he couldn't hear anything. All he could see was the track ahead. He stuck to his own pace. When the last 2 laps came, he suddenly started to accelerate. Sweat blurred his eyes and his legs felt heavy from non-stop pedaling, but he gritted his teeth and kept going. When the timer hit 0, he crossed the finish line. This man set a new world record.